And let's go across now to Sidhant Sibal, who's giving us Finance World. Well, Sidhant, are we going to be expecting a status quo policy by the RBI tomorrow?
Well, that's an expectation. We can only get to know the entire story tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the morning, and we will be following that story. But let's take a look at the top lines. RBI's bi-monthly monetary policy review tomorrow. Monsoon GDP growth will be the main deciding factors. RBI has reduced the benchmark interest rates by 1.5% since January last year. India jumps 13 positions from last year to rank second among 30 developing countries this year on ease of doing business. According to a 2016 Global Retail Development Index, a pickup in GDP growth and better clarity regarding FDI regulations helped India achieve the second ranking. Government to clear merger of SBI and Associates. The merger will create 37 lakh crore rupees banking giant with over 50 crore customers. SBI's first merger happened with the State Bank of Saurashtra in the year 2008. National Green Tribunal directs 5-star hotels to submit details of water usage. Earlier, the tribunal had imposed a fine of 7.5 lakh rupees on one of the hotels after it found unsatisfactory rainwater harvesting systems in their premises. And finally, the markets ended flat just a day ahead of the RBI's bi-monthly monetary policy review. Sensex closed down by 66 points while Nifty lost almost 20 points. Well, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley today met with the heads of PSU banks on the issue of non-performing assets or NPAs. So what are these NPAs and how big is this issue for the country's banking industry? Let's take a look. It's a problem which is giving headaches to banks across the country. NPA is non-performing assets. It's a loan or advance for which the principal or interest payment remained overdue for a period of 90 days. Banks are required to classify NPAs further into substandard, doubtful and loss assets. And the problem has grown primarily due to weak economy years of 2013 and 14. Gross NPAs have gone up from 3 lakh crore rupees in September 2015 when the RBI ordered the assets review to 5 lakh crore rupees by March 2016. Gross NPAs of lenders have surged by a whopping 2,41,000 lakh crore rupees in just 6 months. The Indian Overseas Bank has gross NPA of 30,000 crore rupees or 17.4% of its advances are bad loans. UCO Bank's gross NPA ratio is 15.43%. UBI or United Bank of India is 13.26% and the Bank of India is 13.07%. Punjab National Bank and Canara Bank have virtually doubled their bad loans after the RBI review. And the problem is abating because the government has been asking banks to take hard steps and banks themselves have done a lot of cleaning up. Finance Minister has said that the government has even empowered banks to take action. But one has to wait for another 2 quarters to conclude that the worst is over. Sidhant Sibal, DD News, New Delhi. Well, Finance Minister today reviewed the performances of the public sector banks. Besides non-performing assets or NPAs or bad loans, the meeting reviewed the progress of financial inclusion schemes like Stand Up India and Mudra Yojana, and the Finance Minister asked that credit flow to these programs should continue. Take a look.
This year, the target is 50% higher than last year. So we expect those targets to be met. And we have also emphasized to the banks that even though NPAs is a very important issue, their focus from NPA must remain. Their focus must remain, but at the same time, the important financial inclusion schemes, which are a way of flowing credit itself, must continue.
So those were the big stories in the world of business. But tomorrow the big focus will be the RBI monetary policy, and we will have discussion in our program Business Morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and of course 11 a.m. After 11 a.m. our focus will be on that. Well, back to you in the studio, Mark.
Thanks very much, Sidhant. Let's take another short commercial break. You're watching Newsnight. Keep watching.